Hi, welcome back to the DCFL virtual fitness class. We're here today with chair yoga. So we will be doing this without music today, but feel free to add music into your background if you would like it. My name is Kayla, this is Taylor over here, and this is also Julie. They'll be helping me with this class today. So for this class, you will need a chair. It doesn't matter if it has arms or not. It would be best if it's a sturdy chair, something that you might use at a dining room table. The chair does not need to have anything that rolls, like an office chair, and it's best if it's not a recliner. But if you can sit toward the edge of the couch, that might be an okay option as well. For props, if you would like to grab a couple of yoga blocks if you have them, or if you don't have them, you can also use a cushion or a pillow. We have a bolster that will be mimicking that today over here with Taylor. Feel free to pause the video at any time to take a break, or if you'd like to extend the stretches a little bit longer, that would be all right too. And we'll get started. We're going to start today's practice with a centering exercise, working with our breath. So go ahead and move around a little bit, find a nice comfortable seated position, maybe tuck the tailbone under slightly, draw the belly button in, and roll the shoulders back and down so you have a nice long line from the crown of your head down through your tailbone. When you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Not changing your breath at this moment, but just noticing where it goes. Does it stay in the chest? Is it short and shallow? Is the exhale longer than the inhale? From here, we're going to start to deepen our breath, taking a nice big inhale through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Feel free to inhale and exhale through the nose only if you prefer. As you inhale, make it the deepest inhale you can, filling the belly up with air, letting the lungs fill from the bottom all the way to the top. And then as you exhale, let the air flow from the top down to the bottom. If you'd like, you can take one hand to your chest and one hand to your belly, seeing if that chest stays steady and still, and letting that hand on your belly come forward on the inhale and back on the exhale. We're going to add a little extra layer to this. It helps with calming the breath and calming the mind. We're going to inhale for a count of 4, hold it for 2, and then exhale for a count of 4. Feel free to do this at your own pace or join me here, inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing with your own breath, your own pace. Feel free to lengthen the inhale and exhale as long as they're staying the same in count. Letting your body relax from the head down through the toes. Adding in one more nice deep breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and open up those eyes. Maybe wiggle those fingers and toes a little bit. We're going to use our breath to move today. Inhaling, looking up toward the ceiling to start. And exhaling, looking down toward the floor. We're going to pretend there's a tennis ball on the back of our neck as we inhale to look up, reaching up and over that tennis ball so that we elongate the front side of our neck. Moving that tennis ball to the front of our neck, reaching up and over, so we're lifting the back of the neck toward the back of the room, somewhere between where the ceiling and the wall meets. Again, flow through this at your own breath, your own pace, maybe going about 3 to 5 times in each direction. And when you're ready, go ahead and come back up to a neutral alignment, looking forward. We're going to move that tennis ball over onto our right shoulder. We're going to reach up and over that tennis ball with our ear as we bring it toward our shoulder. Inhaling, lifting the head, exhaling, bringing the ear toward the shoulder. Still creating space and length through the vertebra here. Going at your own breath, your own pace. Again, 3 to 5 times on each side. Feel free to pause and hold the stretches for longer if you'd like. And coming back to that neutral position. We're going to move on into our back here, starting by rounding the back toward the back of the chair, taking a nice exhale as you reach the hands forward. Maybe even lifting up into the toes, bringing the heels off the mat. Pulling the elbows back, tilt the hips and lift the chest on that big inhale. Exhaling, rounding back into cat position. Inhaling, lifting up to cow, creating length and space through the back here, just like we did with the neck. Going through at your own breath, your own pace. Lifting the heels if you feel comfortable, or you can follow Julie, she'll be leaving them down. Trying to make this movement as big as possible. We'll go one more time in each direction. When you're finished, find that neutral alignment where you're sitting nice and tall. We're going to move to the side of the body next, planting the right foot, planting the right hip, and reaching the right hand toward the ceiling. Keep an eye on that shoulder. We want to keep it down so that there's no pinched sensation here in the neck. As you reach, lift from the rib cage, and when you can't reach any higher, keeping the hips down on the chair, start to lean over to the side, stretching through the side of the body and maybe into the back. Inhaling, lifting back up, and exhaling, lowering that arm down. Going to the other side, reaching with your left, planting your hip, reach as high as you can, shoulder stays down. Once you can't reach any further, exhale, bend over to the side. Maybe look up under that top arm. Inhaling, coming back up, and exhaling back down. Let's flow through this together. Inhaling, reach. Exhaling, bend. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, lower. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhaling, reach. And exhale down. We're going to hold that stretch a little longer, reaching up with the right hand as high as you can, lifting up and over, not rolling forward or back. Let's hold this for 2 deep breaths, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhaling, lifting back up, and exhaling down. Let's go to the other side. Reach it up. Exhale, over and hold. 2 deep breaths here. Inhaling up. And exhaling back down. We're going to add a little rotation through our spine here, working from our belly button up toward the top of our spine, starting by taking the ribs over to the right, then the chest, the shoulders, the arms, and when you're ready, looking back behind you as far as you feel comfortable. Taking those arms down is better on the shoulders, or leaving them on your thighs if that's all right. As you inhale here, think about lifting the crown of the head toward the ceiling. As you exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Give me one more nice big inhale. And exhale. We'll unwind top to bottom, looking forward first. Removing the arms, the shoulders, the chest, and the ribs. Going to the other side, moving the ribs to the left, chest, shoulders, arms. And then when you're ready, looking back behind you as far as you feel comfortable. Inhaling, lifting through the crown of your head. Exhaling, maybe twisting a little deeper. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And unwinding top to to bottom, bringing the head back around, shoulders and arms, chest and ribs. We're going to start by taking our right heel, lifting it up off of the mat, and slowly rolling it back down. Going to the other side. Lift and lower. One more time. Lifting the heel and rolling it down. You can either keep with this, or you can lift the whole leg up, rolling toe to heel as you place the foot back down. See if you can find every point on the bottom of your foot. Going through this a few more times. See if you can pull your belly button into your spine, maybe roll those shoulders back and down. If you want a little core challenge, maybe even just lean back a little bit. Let's do 2 more marches each side. And relax, come on back down. We're gonna go for our first child's pose of the day. Start by tucking the tailbone under, bringing the forearms down to the tops of the thighs and rounding your back toward the ceiling. If this feels okay, you can stay here with Julie, or Taylor and I will take it a little further by bringing our arms down around our thighs so that we're giving our legs a nice big hug. And if this still feels okay and you want to go a little deeper, maybe taking the arms behind the calves and pulling yourself forward. If at any point in the practice you want to break, feel free to hang out here and join us when you feel ready. As you inhale, feel your body rise. And as you exhale, feel your body sink a little further into the stretch, opening up through the back and the hips. One more deep breath here. When you're ready, take your right hand to your leg, and then the left hand, and use your arms to help roll yourself back up to a seated position. All right, we're going to bring our hands to our chest and our shoulders here, sitting nice and tall. Go ahead and pull your belly button into the spine. We're going to start to bring our shoulders back and down together so that we have this nice, strong torso to work with. Hinging from the hips, we're going to bring our chest forward only as far down as you can while keeping that nice, strong, straight back. And inhale, coming back up to our seated position. If you'd like, you can hang out here with your arms on your chest, or you can extend them forward, adding a little extra movement. Inhaling, lifting back up. And exhaling, hinge. Nice long line from the crown of the head through the tailbone. One more time, nice big exhale, lean forward. And inhale, coming on back up. We're going to use that movement in our next series. So taking the right leg forward here, you can keep a gentle bend in that knee. Sitting nice and tall here, we're going to have a more gentle option with Julie. And then if you want an advanced option, you can take that cushion or pillow and place it underneath your foot. Rolling those shoulders back and down, we're going to take our hands to heart center to start. Inhaling, lifting those arms overhead. We're going to exhale as we windmill those arms back behind us and lean forward over our extended leg, reaching our arms straight out in front of us. Inhaling, windmilling the arms back up to the ceiling. And exhaling, bringing the hands to heart center. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, fold forward, reach long. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, the hands to heart center. Let's flow through that a few more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back up. And exhale down, bringing a little heat and warmth into our bodies. We're going to switch sides, bringing the left foot forward this time, still sitting nice and tall. Make any adjustments you need to. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, windmill the arms back, reaching forward here. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold, generating big movement and big energy with these arms. Inhale, reach it up. Invite that energy back down into your heart. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down one last time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. We're going to bring a little bit more heat into those legs. Again, for the more gentle option, we have Julie. And for the more advanced option, this time you'll be following me. If you'd like something in the middle, you can always follow Taylor. From here, we're going to start with our hands at heart center. Our feet are hip width apart. Our knees are in line with our toes. We want to take our feet a little bit more forward so that when we do press into our feet, our knees stay behind our toes at all times. From here, we have the option of pressing into our feet as if we're about to stand without standing, or if you'd like, you can lift out of your chair and then slowly lower back down. We're going to time this with our breath, taking a big inhale, moving on the exhale to come forward, inhaling here for stability and exhaling, lowering back down. If you'd like to add a little movement with those arms, you can follow me, inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, windmilling back and lifting forward. Exhaling, sitting back down. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, reaching out forward, pressing into those feet, lift up. Inhale, coming back down. Flowing through this a few times here, really working to generate heat. Exhale as you lift. And exhale as you lower. Let's do 2 more times here. Little baby lifts. We're not lifting very high off of the chair. Working to bring those arms in line with our torso. And last time, reaching forward, pressing into the feet, and slowly lowering down, bringing those hands to heart center. From here, you have the option of staying in the chair if you'd like, or you can get out of your chair and move behind it. Standing behind your chair, we're going to have a couple of options for you. So you can either follow Julie in the chair if you'd like to remain seated, or you can follow Taylor and myself if you'd like to be out of your chair. I'm going to turn to the side so that you have a better view here. We're going to start facing the chair, taking your right foot and placing it into the middle of the back of the chair here. Rolling those shoulders back and down, you're going to step your left foot so that the heel of the left foot is in line with the heel of the right foot, and the toes on the left foot are turned about 45 degrees to the outside. Standing nice and tall here, let's bring our hands to the hips if that feels comfortable, or if you'd like to leave your hands on the chair back, that's all right too. Lifting up nice and tall, keeping that nice straight back. We're going to hinge from the hips, maybe reaching one hand out for the chair or 2. You can bring your elbows onto the back of the chair here, getting a stretch on the front of the back side of the front leg. You can also reach your hands down a little lower into the chair, working to keep that straight back. If you'd like to make this a little more challenging, you can come up and take a bigger step back, or if you'd like to make this a little easier, take a little step in, making those adjustments to what feels good for your body. Take that right hip and pull it back toward the wall behind you as you lift through the crown of your head. Holding here for another deep breath. We're going to start by taking that left hand to your hip, followed by the right, and lifting back up to a standing or seated position. We're going to switch our feet here, taking our left foot forward, our right foot back. Heels are in line, and that back foot is turned to about a 45-degree angle. Again, you can set your feet closer together to make things easier, or take them further apart to make them harder. Hips are facing the chair. Give me a nice big breath here. And exhale, reaching out for the chair. Stopping at the top, maybe bringing your elbows down, or reaching down for the seat of the chair itself. Deep breaths here, nice, tall, straight back, and pulling that left hip back behind you. And from here, we're going to take our right hand to our right hip, our left hand to our left hip, and inhale, lift all the way back up. Getting that nice deep stretch on our hamstring. All right, we're going to go into a balance exercise next. From here, if you'd like to get out of the chair, you can do so now. If you don't feel comfortable getting out of the chair, feel free to fast forward or pause or go into child's pose during this next portion. We're going to start with our most gentle option, bringing our feet together so that the inside of both of the feet are touching, pulling that belly button up and in for support and rolling the shoulders back and down. Again, when we're balancing here, we want to push straight down into the chair. We never want to push forward or pull back. The chair is just there for our support. Feel free to have both hands on the chair in front of you. I'm going to remain side face so that you can see my feet a little bit better. So if this feels comfortable, you can hold here, or you can take that right foot, lifting the heel off of the ground, turning the knee to the outside, and bringing the heel onto the ankle of the left leg. We want to make sure that we're keeping our left hip nice and tall here. And if you want an advanced option, you can bring that foot a little higher so that the foot rests on the calf. If you want to challenge your balance more, we can bring one hand to prayer, maybe the other hand. Adding a little pressure between those palms just to help with balance, or finding a spot that you can stare at. Holding here for one more deep breath. We're going to come out of this posture as slowly as we came into it, maybe bringing one hand down, and then the other, and then slowly lowering the leg. Then we're going to move to the other side, starting with our feet together, maybe lifting up through the left heel, bringing the foot to the ankle with the knee turned, maybe lifting it up onto the calf muscle itself. Bringing one hand to prayer, the other hand to prayer. Adding maybe a little pressure into the palms or staring at a single point and making sure that that hip stays nice and lifted underneath. Let's hold for one more breath. And we'll come out of the posture slowly, lowering one hand down, and then the other, and slowly releasing the feet. And join us back seated in the chair. We're going to finish up with some deeper stretches for the chest and the back, and a few more for the hips here. Starting with the flow, interlacing the fingers, rounding out the arms, dropping the chin to the chest so that we stretch through the upper back and shoulders. Inhaling, lifting the chest forward and opening the arms out to the side. Exhaling, rounding through the back. Inhaling, lifting. Feel free to flow through this at your own breath, your own pace. If you find a spot that feels like a really good stretch, you can pause there for a moment or continue to flow through when you're ready. Let's go through this one more time. Big reach forward and opening the arms out to the side. We're going to pause here. Lifting the chest, maybe taking the thumbs and turning them back behind us so that we open through the front of the arms. Feel free to stay here with Julie, or you can take your hands to fist, place them onto the tops of the hips, and pin the elbows back and down so that we're lifting through the chest here. And if you'd like a deeper stretch still, maybe reaching back for the back of the chair, lifting the chest forward with a slight tilt in the hips. We're going to pause and hold this for a few moments, inhaling, lifting through the chest. Exhaling, pulling the shoulder blades back and down. Give me two more nice deep breaths. And slowly relax and come back. Next, we're going to do a stretch for our hips here. If you'd like to grab those blocks or that cushion or pillow, we're going to start by taking the right foot and bringing it across so that the bony part of the right foot's to the outside of the left knee, sitting tall here. You can always add some blocks underneath your feet or the cushion so that the foot is lower to the ground and we still have this nice rotation at the hip. Sitting tall here, rolling the shoulders back and down. If it feels comfortable, maybe leaning forward. Let's take 3 nice deep breaths here. come on back up. Feel free to pause that if you want a little longer stretch. We're going to switch to the other side, bringing the left foot up across the right this time, so the bony part of the left ankle is to the outside of the right. Sitting nice and tall, working the knee toward the ground here, lifting through the chest, maybe hinging forward for those nice 3 deep breaths. And lift it up and place the foot back down. We'll go for one more child's pose here, bringing the arms down to the thighs, rounding through the back. Either hanging out here with Julie or hugging the legs a little deeper here, letting the head hang heavy, or even taking the hands behind the calves to pull yourself a little closer and deeper into the stretch. As you inhale, feel your torso rise, and as you exhale, feel it sink a little deeper, stretching out everything through the back and hip areas. Let's bring the right hand to the leg, and then the left. And we'll slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time to come back up to standing. We'll finish our practice today just like we started, with that retention breath, finding a nice seated position with the shoulders stacked over the hips, tailbone is tucked under, belly button is pulled slightly up and in to support the spine. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in, filling the belly with air, letting the lungs fill from the bottom all the way to the top. For a count of 4 to 8. Holding for 2 breaths, and then exhaling for a count of 4 to 8, keeping the inhale and the exhale the same length of time. Feel free to do this on your own, or you can go with me. We're going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on at your own breath, your own pace, trying to relax all of the muscles in your body, letting the tension flow down through the soles of your feet and out into the ground. When you're ready, go ahead and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you guys for practicing with us today. We'll see you soon. Namaste.